What's up, everybody? PGA Professional George Roy again, the owner of Roy Boy Golf and inventor of the LowZone. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different than what we've done so far. I'm actually going to walk you through the experience of one of our product testers and a student of mine. This is Dennis Oliverio. He actually received his LowZone system about 5 months ago, right after the PGA show. And as a competitive amateur, he has continued to rack up hardware again and again and again. Now last week we actually walked him through two of the more advanced basic configurations, the Crosshair and also the grid configuration. Now what's specific to these configurations is that we're working on partial swing shots or intermediate wedges. And if you're an average amateur handicap, what you're probably struggling with is, again, those partial swing shots that are around the green, anything inside of those full swing shots. So today we're going to break out those target configurations and show you exactly how Dennis has used them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do with Dennis during this session is some short pitches. Now, he's going to be hitting shots from all around the green, and he's never going to hit more than one shot from each location. This is going to give him that purposeful practice or game simulated type practice that's actually going to transfer into success on the course. Now, we've got the Crosshair configuration out, and it's set up at the 10-foot lengths, which means anywhere inside that X, he's going to have no worse than a 5-foot putt. He's also going to be able to judge his proximity to the center of the target based on those 3 colored proximity rings that are established. The other thing that we're working on here is shot placement based on hitting the proper quadrants of his target. So in this session, we're looking to hit the fall line and leave himself an uphill putt into the target. Now the next part of our Crosshair session is going to be from the greenside bunker. I've set the Crosshair up just onto the green so that Dennis has got himself a short-sided bunker shot with a slope that runs away from him. It's a very tricky shot, but if you want to get better, you've got to push yourself and challenge yourself by making your practice pretty much as difficult as you can. Okay, so here's the last configuration we're going to use with Dennis during this session. This is the grid. Welcome to the ultimate playground for somebody who wants to become a wedge warrior. These straps are set up at 20 yards away from Dennis and 30 yards away from Dennis, but perpendicular to where he's going to be hitting the shots. And each one of those straps is going to give him 5 different directional targets. Now again, we're going to be hitting a different zone with every single shot, and the purpose is going to be to carry his shot to each one of those preferred zones that he's choosing. All right, so I'm here with Dennis. He's been one of our product testers for about 6 months now. We just finished our grid lesson, and I'm going to let you hear it from his mouth. What do you think of the system?
I love the system because it gives me a focused way to practice instead of going out and beating balls and not really having an immediate measurable feedback. I can set up the grid and I can have a dedicated focus point, and I can judge my error rate and work on my fundamentals and see how they're working. So instead of just hitting towards a flag, I'm picking quadrants now. I'm picking, you know, short left white, long right white, and seeing how my stroke, the consistent stroke, will interpret to good measure, not only distance control but also alignment. So it's worked real well for me.
Cool. What about all the other configurations? The ladder, the wedge, the crosshair?
Crosshairs, yeah, all of those. So, and I've had a chance to use them all. And honestly, I know that, you know, if I said bad things about it, you probably wouldn't put me on here, but you wouldn't have to worry about that because truly I've used every configuration. And whatever I've been using them for, whether it's a ladder drill to control distance for putting, whether it's the crosshairs to do some chipping and try and get my landing point down to end up in the right quadrant, they've all helped that part of my game. And in measurable, you know, help. I can see where my game has progressed due to this system.
Cool. Well, good luck this weekend at your regional championship.
Thank you.
We'll be watching for you, and go low, right?
That's right. Go low.
Cool.
Thanks, Roy.
Yeah.